Shalom, Koholoi, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wakar, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone who well, and salutation and honor to all you acting out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. And the title of the lesson will be, the Lord is going to destroy those that are polluting and destroying the earth. And I'm Michael Allah, and this brother is Dawad. And
we're from the Boston camp.
From the Boston camp.
GMS Boston.
GMS Boston camp. And then I'm going to be our precept, and the brother Dawad can take it from there. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. He says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You know, but when the wicked bear fruiteth, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. We're mourning today, beginning with the pollution that is around us. Even the food that we eat is polluted in such a way with pesticides and all sort of a thing. So when we get it, it is polluted. And just like the scriptures say, in this kingdom we'll be eating our polluted food. We'll be eating food that is polluted in this kingdom.
In fact, I got it right here. If I come out real quick, you know, it's like it's bear with me for a moment. Yeah, it's in Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them.
Yeah, so we are driven among Esau, and here we are in America. The very food that we eat in is polluted with pesticide. It's polluted with GMOs, genetically modified organisms. It's polluted in many different ways, probably ways that I cannot even imagine. And we've got to eat those foods.
Exactly, and when you eat it, and corn, corn is definitely tempered. Corn is tempered. They temper the corn with GMO. When you think you're eating real natural corn, you actually eating something.
There is a virus in the corn that prevent the insects from eating it. So when you're eating corn, you're also eating that which is poisoning the insects, which is naturally poisoning you also.
Exactly.
Because although you're a bigger being, you're larger in mass, the poison will just take more of that poison to kill you than it would take to kill the insect.
Yeah, it's true, because the same thing that you see that Esau is using, the same thing that you see Esau is using, the same poisonous that Esau is using to kill rat, insects, roaches, things like that, rodent, it is the same poison that Esau is adding in them food. And that is what's slowly, you know, killing your inside. And that's why we're always sick, you know. Oh, you know, we can never get healthy because of the stuff that we add in the body. Go ahead.
I read an article not too long ago about pollution in the ocean. Now this is plastic. This is made from petroleum, something that is that comes from oil. The petroleum is not only killing us, it is killing the animals in the sea, which we depend upon for food also. So the pollution is not only on land, it is also in the sea, and it is also in the atmosphere. It is in every aspect of our life, and it is killing everything around us that is helping upkeep us as people living on earth.
Yeah, it's true. You know, and what he said is true fact. All the things that you see that's in the air, you see, the chemical that they spray in the air is causing asthma. You know, stuff that you eat, you put in your body causes cancer. You know, it causes arthritis. You know, so much stuff we put in our body is slowly destroying us. But who's responsible for all this that is happening? That is Esau, the so-called white man. He's the one that's polluting the world. That's why when in Proverbs 29:2, he says, you know, when the righteous ruleth, the people rejoice.
Yeah, because the people won't be eating polluted things. The people won't be eating things that are dangerous for them, when the righteous are ruling,
Ex-
because the righteous will do the right thing.
Exactly. They will do the right thing. But as you see right now, the righteous are not in rulership right now. It is the wicked that are in rulership. And and in fact, let me bring up Job 9:24 real quick. Ark and this is Job chapter 9, verse 24. He said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, and the wicked is the soul of the Most High. He is the one that is given the power to punish the people who have done wrong or who have disobeyed the commandments of the Most High. So this is what has happened to us as a people. We
Exactly.
have done wrong, and the Most High has put Esau, the wicked, over us to rule us.
Exactly. But the Most High did said this. He was but only a little displeased with the wicked, but he forwarded the affliction. The Most High put him in power. He went way beyond. He went way overboard. You know, he's destroying. He look like he's destroying the rainforest, the earth. It's not just the people itself he's destroying, but he's destroying the earth itself.
Yeah, everything that we depend on for life, he's destroying it.
He's destroying it. That's how you know that the watch is not in worship right now. It is the wicked that is in worship, which is the so-called white man. Because when you look those other nations like the 12 tribal nation of Israel, they're not responsible. The so-called Negro, the Native Indian, and Lamb tribe, they're not responsible for destroying the earth.
They're not responsible for the plastic that is all over the ocean.
Exactly.
They're not responsible for the chemtrails in the air. They're not responsible for all the chemicals that is being put on the food that we're eating. They're not responsible for those things at all.
No, they're not. There's only one person that's responsible for that, and that is Esau, the so-called white man. He's the one that's responsible for that. But yet he uses that excuse saying that it's for the benefit of helping the earth, of helping the forest, of doing. He's always use all type of excuse just to destroy shit and just to destroy everything he touched. And a lot of people would go with it. He would put fluoride in the water, saying that it's good for you, but it's not good for you. You're bathing when you take a shower, you're bathing in fluoride. You drinking water, you're drinking fluoride. This fluoride is also poison. All that is the reason why so many people on the earth right now are struggling to survive. You got young kids who are like 30 years old, and they wanting, and then they get tired real quick. That's not supposed to happen. You got young babies, babies like 9, 8 years old who are obesity, kids that's 14, 15 years old, or diabetic. All these things is the stuff that Esau, the so-called man, put in the food, which caused all that to happen. And that's why we constantly have to go to the hospital. You go to the hospital, Esau prescribe you a medication, but there's chemical in that medication.
Well, most of the medication that we use today is from petrochemical.
Exactly. Yep.
Petroleum is not good for you. Petroleum in and of itself is poison. You won't
Yeah.
drink gasoline, would you?
No. No, you will not. Gasoline will kill you.
The same thing that is making gasoline is the same thing that is in the tablet that you're using, is in the various medicines that you're using. So what would happen to you?
You see? That's why you have lung failure, heart failure. Your brain can function correctly. You can't stay focused. Your head is everywhere. All of that is because of the so-called white man. As long as the so-called man is in power, the earth will fade away. The earth will destroy itself. But the Heavenly Father Yahushua said this, that he has to come back, because if he doesn't come back, and I'm going to bring out in Matthew 24 and 22 real quick, that's why the most Yahushua have to come back. Yahushua have to come back to put an end of this. And if he doesn't come back, this is what will happen. In Matthew 24, verse 22, and he says this, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, he will shorten the days for those for the elect, because if things continue as it's going today,
Hmm.
most of us would dead from the chemical pollution that is on the earth.
Can't. You know,
Most of us will die from that.
in fact, millions of people are dying every day from that pollution. Pollution that causes cancer, tumor. All of that is coming from the pollution that people are absorbing on this earth. If we are alive today, because the Most High is keeping us alive. You know, because Yahweh Yahushua is keeping us alive. Otherwise, we would be dead long ago. But if Yahushua doesn't come back, like the brother of the war said, if Yahushua doesn't come back, we were all going to die. That's why Yahushua has to show in those days
Yeah, that's
because of
why you
what
say
Esau
the
is
days.
doing on this earth.
Yeah, that's why you say the days will be shortened. Otherwise, there will be nobody left to judge.
There will be nobody. Yeah, exactly. There will be no flesh. He said
No flesh left.
no. That's what he said. He said in Matthew 24:22, and except those there should be showing, there should be no. He said no flesh, meaning not a single human being. Everybody will be gone. Everybody will be gone because of Esau.
Yeah,
Esau.
because the way he deals with everything is polluting and anti-life. It's against life.
Mhm.
Everything that he does is against life. So if he's left to rule and to continue what he is doing, most of the people would die because his action is not for life. His action is against life.
He's exactly against life. You see why it does. Going to see, experimenting on things not supposed to be experimenting on. You know, you see what Esau's doing behind closed door and in his laboratory. Adding poison in the fish. Mixing the fish DNA with ill.
There is a story where he has, in order for the salmon to grow faster,
Okay.
ale, which is prohibited from eating because it's an animal that lives in the sea that has no scale and it has no fin. It's like a snake. He is mixing the gene of the eel with the gene of the salmon so that the salmon can grow faster. So what he is doing, he is polluting the food that we eat.
Exactly. We think
Because the eel would be a pollution to the, the food. The eel is something that the Heavenly Father decreed that you should not eat.
you should not exactly, and Esau even goes as far as that's an abomination.
Yeah.
That is an abomination, and that's what the Lord said that that we're going to eat defiled bread, in the land of our enemies, in the land of the Gentile, and we are in the land of the Gentile. Whatever we are, and Esau's in power, we are under his rulership. They even adding steroid. They're putting steroid in the cow and chicken to make the chicken go fatter, and they're selling the market. When you think you go to the market, you're eating fresh meat. You're not eating fresh meat. You are not eating fresh meat. Esau the so-called man is truly he's the devil. He's the wicked that the Bible speak of. He has to be getting the most. I have to get rid of him. He has to die.
Yeah, and when you say devil, you do not mean the man with the red coat and the pitchfork. You mean the person who is deceiving,
Exactly.
the deceiver. That's what the word devil means.
He's truly, he's a big deceiver. He's a great deceiver. He deceived the whole entire world with his lie. And people are dying because of him. It's not just America. If you think it's just America that the so-called man is affected, the so-called man is affecting the whole entire earth. Everywhere you go, whether it be Haiti, the West Indies, the island,
Indies,
the
India,
Pakistan,
It doesn't
Africa.
matter where you go.
It doesn't matter where you go. Everywhere that Esau set his foot on, his only main goal is to destroy the life form of the place that he goes to. Whatever he step his foot on, his main goal is to destroy life. To take life away, to steal resources and destroy life. That is what Esau is all about. That's what the Esau, the so-called man, that's what it's all about. That's what he does. He destroys life. And that's what the Most High is going to destroy him. You know, the Most High is going to destroy him for what he's doing. The Most High is not going to allow Esau, the so-called man, to rule forever. And I'm going to bring out in Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nation were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give his reward unto thy servant the prophet, and to the saint, and them that fear thy name, small and great.
Yeah, he would give reward to those that fear his name.
Yep.
But he would destroy. Go ahead.
And he said, and should have destroyed them which destroyed the earth.
Yeah, and destroy those that destroy the earth. So you ask the question, who is destroying the earth? It's the people who are in power. And when you look at who the people who are in power, who they are, it is Esau. So Esau is destroying the earth, so he would be destroyed.
Exactly. But yet Esau, you know, them devil, they have the audacity to say that, I like to say, we you niggers, we don't not give you this, we don't not give you that. They boast themselves about saying, giving us this, giving us that. You know, no, the shit that you're giving us is poison. It's poison. That's what you're giving us. You go to the supermarket.
The things that we buy from you.
Exactly. Come, you know, the things
that we buy from you to survive, you're selling us poison.
Exactly. Elder.
Not giving us, you're selling us. We're using our money, we're using the time we work, we're using whatever our resources are to buy the poison, sometimes not knowing that it is poison.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard for you to tell. You know,
it's killing us.
It's killing us. You could, even if you go to a Whole Food, you know, to go buy some organic, as they say, organic. You in your mind you're thinking that okay, that's organic, you know. But when you go to a Whole Food to buy organic, the stuff that you're eating is not really organic. You still eating that chemical.
Yeah. Every one of the fruits that we buy in the store, whether it be organic or otherwise, is sprayed with chemical. And most of the time, it's petrochemical. Most of the time, it's some derivative from petrochemical, which is oil, which is not good for us anyway.
Yeah, vegetable supposed to sustain your life. It's vegetable is good for your body. It's healthy. But Esau, being the devil that he is, he goes and poisons the vegetable that we eat. You know. Which is really good for the body. That's why you know you cannot allow the so-called white man to rule. You can't allow him to rule any longer. That's what the Most High is not going to allow Esau, the so-called man, to rule any longer. The Most High will come back and he will dethrone him, you know, from his power. He will destroy Esau, the so-called white man, because all he's doing is destroying life form on earth. You know, but when the Most High take care of him, everybody is going to rejoice. When the so-called woman get taken down from power, you know, and the Most High destroy him for good, everybody is going to rejoice because after the wicked is done away with, we'll be able to eat healthy, you know, breathe clean air, you know.
14 and 17.
In fact, let me bring it out. Isaiah 14. Let me bring it out in
17 and 18.
Sorry, what happened?
Isaiah 14, 17 and 18.
Oh, Isaiah 14, 7 and 8. Okay.
17 and 18.
17 and 18?
Not 7 and 8.
7
and 8.
Okay, gotcha. Isaiah 14, 7 and 8. Okay.
7 and 8.
Okay, all right, I got it right here. Okay, it says Isaiah chapter 14, 7 and 8. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah. See, he said the whole earth is at rest. Isaiah 14 and 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fig tree rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down.
Yes, since Esau has been laid down.
He says, no fella is come up against us.
Nobody who's going to cut us down is here. So the trees are rejoicing. They're glad that this guy will be gone.
Exactly. You know, when like you said, Paul 29 and 2, he says, when the watchers ruleth, the people rejoice. So even the earth, the trees are going to rejoice, at the downfall of the so-called white man, who is the Edomite, according to the scripture, who is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Everybody's going to rejoice at the fall of the so-called white man, because the so-called men have done nothing but cause chaos, pain, and misery on the planet
call him
Earth.
the wicked. So let us prove that he is the wicked with the scriptures.
Exactly.
Malachi.
Let's go. Okay, we go to Malachi.
Yeah.
There you go. This is Malachi chapter 1. Malachi chapter 1. I'm gonna start. Let me see. Verse 4. He says that whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Yeah, they would go back and build the places that's desolate. Yeah.
Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Yeah, the border of wickedness and the people whom the Lord have indignation, righteous anger.
Righteous anger, yeah.
Forever.
Forever.
He's righteously angry against Edom because of the things that he's doing on earth.
Exactly, man.
He's doing everything wrong. He's polluting the very source of life.
Come on. That's
So
what
he has to go.
He has to go. He has to be put out for good. His children and his children's children have to be put out for good, because if any one of them is left alive, the cycle will continue. Esau will continue the cycle. If one of them is left alive, that's what the Most High says, gonna get rid of every last one of those Edomite. In fact, let me bring out in Obadiah, real quick, Obadiah chapter 1. Let's start at verse 18. And he says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire,
Yeah.
and the house of Joseph a flame.
The house of Jacob, that's the southern kingdom.
And the house of Joseph a flame,
The northern kingdom.
and the house of Esau for stumble,
That's when we come together, we're going to
and
destroy him.
Exactly. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining. Keyword said, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Meaning that he said the house.
Yeah, he's anti-life. So
Yeah.
he would get exactly what he has sown.
Exactly.
He has been sowing that throughout the earth. So once the time comes for him, he would get exactly what he was sown. The things that he was doing, destroying everybody, would become the destruction of himself.
Exactly. Con. And that's what's gonna happen. There ain't gonna be no remaining of the house of Esau. The whole generation, the whole line of the generation of Esau, are going to get wiped out from the face of the earth. No more Edomite on the planet Earth. No more. The Most High is going to destroy every last one of you devils. And I'm talking about the so-called white man. And if your lineage happen to go back to Esau, there ain't no hope for you. Because right now, the only hope you're gonna have is death.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with complexion.
No.
It only has to do with the seed.
With the seed of your father. Because
there are black Edomites all over the world.
Exactly. There are black Edomite all over the world.
There are people who resemble the Chinese who are Edomites.
Exactly.
Who resemble
The people in that.
whatever nation you may talk about Edomite, because Edom has been in every nation.
There's a lot of Edomite in the Arab world too. And where you go, because remember King Herod, he was an Edomite, and the woman put him in power to rule over Israel. So there's Edomite everywhere, and whatever, and like the brother said, it's about the seed of your father.
Yeah.
It's
not a complexion thing.
It's not a complexion thing. If you happen to be an Edomite, if you happen to be an Edomite, if you're an Edomite, then that is it for you. The Most High going to destroy you. You and your whole line of generation. You
It
know,
has nothing whatsoever to do with complexion, because today people seem to think that, hey, because one person has a certain complexion that he is one thing, and because he has a certain complexion he is something else.
no,
But it is not that. The complexion does not determine who you are. It's the seed that determines who you are. The
that's what.
complexion comes because of the combination between mother and father. It has nothing to do with the seed.
Nope. So it's only based on the seed of the Father. You know, and you speaking of seed, in fact, let me bring out in Isaiah 14:21. You know, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. And I'm going to say right here, and I'm going to go with all the way down to verse 22 also. He said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah.
You know,
He didn't say for the iniquity of their mothers.
he said for the iniquities of their fathers.
Fathers. Yeah.
You know, because
Father.
fathers and
See, the nation is governed. The nation is put together, or it's built, or it comes from the father. Whatever nation.
and you know Esau's line is continuing, you know, what he's gonna have been doing since the day got in power, destroying life on earth. His generation that come before him, all they do is destroy life. They don't know how to save life. They only know how to destroy, and that's why their Father is going to destroy them. And he said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not wise nor possesses the land, because that's what they be doing when they got in power, going out there and possesses land, stealing land that don't belong to them,
And killing the people.
and killing the people, and destroying the life, life form, whatever they go, whatever they may be at. That's what Esau's do,
Polluting the earth in every form.
and polluting the earth in every
Polluting
form.
the earth with murder, polluting the earth with rape, polluting the earth with pesticide, polluting the earth with plastics, polluting the
Poison,
earth with everything.
chemical, Yeah, they're testing out nuclear missile under the ocean, blowing out missile in the ocean, destroying the fish, poisoning the fish on the. That's what the Most High is going to get rid of every last one of you Edomite. Every last one of you Edomite, the Most High is going to get rid of every last one of you. There ain't no salvation for the so-called white man. No mercy. There's no salvation. There's no mercy for the so-called white man. And he says again, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers,
For all the wrong things that their fathers have done.
that they do not wise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew. Like he didn't say no woman. He says he will cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and sons and nephew, says the Lord. So it's about the seed, if the Heavenly Father, destroy, if the Heavenly Father destroy the line, if the Heavenly Father destroy all the line of Esau, which happens to be the male, then his generation is done. Then his generation is done. It's all about the male. If the male are gone, then the nation is gone. So what the Most High is going to do, the Most High is going to wipe out every last generation of the so-called white man. From one generation to the next generation, the Most High is going to destroy them all. So that's what's coming for the so-called.
Destroy those that
Destroy the earth. Yeah. And that's what the Most High is going to do. He's going to destroy the so-called white man that is destroying and polluting the earth. So with that, I'm going to say, Koholoi, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone Will Well, and salutation and honor to all you Akam out there that are laboring and that are doing the work and faithful and in truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.